Rewind Gamer. You're probably looking at the screen saying, why are we looking at Strike Force Bowling and not Final Fantasy Tactics? Well, every once in a while I like to kind of change things up, take a little bit of a break from Tactics. 9 episodes since leveling up was quite a bit, so we're going to take a 1 episode break at least and do this. I picked Strike Force Bowling. It was between this and 10 Pin Alley. I'm sure most of you remember 10 Pin Alley for the PS1. This one, though, here got a little looked over, but I always like this one because it's got the different alleys. If you haven't played this one or you haven't seen this game, it's really, really cool. I'm not very good at it, though. As you can see, there's different characters. But we're going to get into the game so I can show you the alleys. I'm going to do a tournament mode. The tournaments have 5 matches. If you get through all 5, you win. Chances are I'm going to lose in the first round, so you don't need to worry about that going on forever. I select my character here. And put in my name. Oops. Don't want that one. Try to bring down strength a little. I try to get a little more accuracy, but again, I'm not very good at this, so we're going to see all the different bowling alleys that they have. So we have the choice. We're going to choose the first one, the default lane for now, and see if I have any kind of luck in that. And then if I lose there, then we'll move on to the next one. So the goal of this video is to show you all the different alleys that are in this game. If this is one that if you have a PS2 and you're looking for a good bowling game, something for the family, this is definitely one. Actually, it looks like more than 5 matches to win, but alright, here we go. I take on just Pro versus Pro 2, whatever that means. So now the music can be kind of annoying. There isn't necessarily music in the other ones. And that's probably the best ball I've thrown since I think I started playing this again. I haven't played this in a long, long time. I've been focusing mainly on the RPGs and not so much on the sports games. So let's see if I can pick this spare up. And probably not. Oh, I did. Alright. So now let's see what Pro 2 looks like. It's a robot. So that's the kind of cool thing. I mean, there's characters that you can unlock. There's the robot. There's an alien. So there's a lot of different characters that are in this game. And he almost picked up a strike there. What I also like about this one over 10 Pin Alley is the loading time is a lot quicker. With 10 Pin Alley, playing one game could take you about 10 minutes because of all the loading in between. Here, the loading is just so quick, so seamless that it doesn't take very long to do. So you can kind of keep the game going, the flow of it going. And I still cannot get a strike. I played 3 games of this before pulling this up, not just now, but a few days back, and I still could not get a strike for the life of me. And I still can't, so it's kind of annoying. But at least I'm getting the spares. Before I was doing a lot of open frames. So now I have an opportunity at least to hang with this guy unless he throws a strike, and he's not. But it keeps us even right now, I believe. Let's try this line to see what happens. No, that's not going to be good. As you can see along the bottom, you've got your little two yellow lines that you need to try to match it in to throw the kind of ball that you want. If you don't get it in there, it's not going to do what you want. Or actually it's green, but at least I'm still picking up the spares. I like how there's a little snack bar. Oh, open frame. That gives me the lead right now. Which I'm sure I can probably blow pretty quick. If I can get a strike here, I can really put the pressure on. And could this be the ball? Oh, come on! Leaves one that was wiggling. How is that not a strike ball? I don't know. I'm not right on the head pin. That pin's about ready to go down and just happens to stay up. I love the tri-screen replay as well. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, we're still sparing. And this guy basically needs to come up with a strike, and instead he comes up with a split. The railroad, they call it. So maybe I will win. Oh, he picked it up. Very impressive. If they had a replay of that, I would definitely look at that, because that was an impressive spare. When you can convert a split like that, very good. Yes, first strike. And I will definitely take a replay of this one. So it looks like I may go into the second match on this one. And he throws another split. So give me your thoughts so far on this. Like, what do you think of the flowing of the gameplay? Does it seem okay? Like, there's not a whole, like I said, there's not a whole lot of loading or lag time. It just keeps going. Where, like I said, 10 Pin Alley, as much as I like that game and as comical as that game was, all the different characters you could go up against. Especially like the little kids that can barely throw the ball, yet they throw a 250 pin game. It just took forever to load, and I really didn't have the patience for that here. And I don't want you guys to sit through a little black disc loading in the corner, so I went with this one. If you do want to see 10 Pin Alley featured at some point, oh, I missed one. I just let him back in. But if you do want to see 10 Pin Alley featured at some point, leave it in the comments below, yes or no. why, let me know. You know, it was a good game. It was for the PC and the PS1. And now he gets a strike, so he's going to climb back into this one. Where this one, when it came out, for some reason, like I said, just it did not really get a whole lot of attention. And that's going to be a bad ball. And yes, I'm throwing it. I told you I would throw this one away. That somehow, if I could blow the lead, I would blow the lead. I do not want to see a replay of that split. No, thank you. So now it's getting closer. And now he opened the door again with another split. I'm kind of helping it along by hitting X so it goes a little bit quicker, but just again to show you that the load time is really, really short. I don't know if they have a PS3 or PS4 bowling game out. It'd be cool to see something like this for one of those consoles and see just how creative they could be with it. But I don't know if there's any out there. If there are, let me know. If there aren't, also let me know in the comments below. I always appreciate your comments, your feedback, anything you guys have to say. And I don't know if that's going to make it. Nope. So it comes down to a matter of who can stink the worst to finish off this game. Because neither of us are really doing well right now. Though he is going on a spare into the 9th frame. I'm on an open frame in the 9th frame. And that's crossing over. Close. But just couldn't get it. It was just a crossover the head pin. I don't know. Yes, okay. So we go into the 10th frame working on a spare. I don't know why he's waving anyway. There's not a crowd anywhere. And he just threw another split. Alright, so 10th frame. This is the one to basically finish it off. And that's a horrible ball. You can see just what happens when you don't end up where you want to end up on that meter. It just really throws you off. So now I get to get my last ball, the 10th frame. And I can finish with a 159, which really isn't too bad. Not great. I'm not sure if it's really enough to normally win, but in this situation, I think it will win. As we see Pro 2, he has to strike out, basically, and he's not going to. So unless he can spare this, even a strike isn't going to save him. So I win that one, 155 to 134, and we move on to round 2. not sure why it says round 2, match 1. I'm still facing the robot. What I'll do is I'll jump out of the game and jump out of this one and head to the next alley. Because that's really what I want to show you. Not just how the game plays, but the different alleys. That's what makes this game, I think, really, really different. Nope, we got the skeleton, so we were up against a new guy. So we've had a robot and a skeleton, and he throws a strike. Something tells me that this is going to be the match I'm going to lose. And we'll jump on to the next one. What I may do too, if this runs a little long, is I might actually make this a 2-part video and put it all up in one day for you. But we'll see how far we get. There's, I believe, 6 different alleys. And I know we've already used up some time here in this one. But I have a feeling that, like I said, this one will end up taking me down unless he somehow... And, oh, man, where was that ball going? Oh! What a bounce! Can I get a replay on that one? Yes. This is luck. This is pure luck. Double hit on the bottom and in the back, and there you go. So now Pro 4. I wish they had like better names. That was the cool thing with 10-Pin Alley was, you know, every character had a name. Every person that you bowled had a name. They weren't just Pro and then a number. So that's one downfall to this. I think that they could have been a little more creative with, but they didn't quite do that. So let's see what I can come back with here. And soft pin action. Alright, so let's see, can I make this spare? Try to keep the pressure on. If the computer can actually feel pressure, and I missed it. So I think this is going to be the one where I'm going to go down. I'm going to lose to a skeleton. Yep. Oh, I thought he had that one. I'm not sure how a skeleton can be strong enough to throw whatever pound ball he's throwing. I'm not sure if it's 14, 15 pounds. It'll tell me when he comes back up. You can also use different balls. There's like rocks and bombs and stuff like that. So I mean, there's a whole bunch of other cool stuff that you can use when you unlock it. That was almost a split. Almost a strike too, but almost a split. But there's a lot of different things that you can unlock in this game. The different kinds of balls. They're just, that's not going to go. Using a 16-pound resin ball like me, and he can throw it like that. But like I said, if you want a game that gives you a lot of different choices in terms of like what the alleys are going to look like and the balls, this is the one I think that you should get if you have a PS2. Or even if you'd be looking to play it on the PS3, because you would be able to play it on the PS3. I just don't think you could save it on the PS3. It was a different save format on the PS2. I'm choosing not to save it on this, on my PS2 memory card, just because I don't have a whole lot of room. And if we start getting into some RPGs on the PS2 that I'm going to need to save, I'm going to need that space. So that's why I'm not saving it. I just want to kind of get through the gameplay of it for you. And man, I'm doing horrible. Horrible. This one is going to go down fast. Let's see. It's finding your line and then throwing it right, and I'm just not throwing it right. I'm not doing very good on the meter here. I was doing good in the first game and kind of to start this game, but I've been stinking it up like a smelly sock here in this game. Finally a spare, okay. So now we come back to Pro 4. And he throws a strike. He gets 2 strikes in one game. I've got a strike in probably like 5 games of playing this. Could this be one? No, again, it's right on the head pin. I guess I deserved that split. And I don't want to see a replay. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to win this game anyway. This one's going down into the Hall of Shame. So we go into the 7th frame. I actually just realized that the theme of this bowling alley is actually space. Lab Rats is up top, which is one of the makers of the game, but it looks like there's kind of like space theming along the alley part above the pins. Have to see as we get the ball closer. 8th frame. Now I feel like a commentator. Strike! Finally! Too soon? Well, no, too late, really. Too little, too late, as they would say, but I'd like to see the replay of the strike. That's where every ball needs to be. Instead of everywhere else, which is where I've been throwing it. Maybe it's not a space theme. I can't really tell. Though I do feel like hitting that snack bar for maybe a pretzel or some nachos. Alright, so here we go. 9th frame. I know I'm definitely lower than what I was in the first game. I had, I think, 150, what was it, 154? Not going to get there this game. No way. Not even close. Even if I strike out, it's not going to happen. And I can't even strike out. I don't think the skeleton could eat anything from the snack bar. I don't know where it would go. I don't think he has a stomach. I like these kind of games too because it gives me a chance to be a little more comical with tactics. Everything is, much more serious in the storyline. Sometimes I find, when you can knock a guy back or knock him off, something I kind of will make a humorous comment about that. But these games, they give you the chance to really just kind of let go, and I don't need to see a replay of my split. Alright, so I think I finished with about 133 here. He's already got that in the 9th frame, so I can't win this one. Might as well just miss it and let's end the game. So, I lost 160 to 133, so I've been eliminated from this tournament. So we will exit out. It will take me to the loading to where I can probably do... I shouldn't have to pick my bowler again, but give me where I can do the I already have my bowler there. Okay, so now we're going to move on to alley number 2, which is a pirate ship, which is kind of cool. Like I said, there's a lot of different things in this game, and hopefully I can at least get through a few more with you in this episode, and then maybe do a shortened part 2, like an addendum video to this, because I really want to show you everything that this game's got. We got the little thumping drum, and what's cool about this too is like the guys playing the music, you can see them just off to the side of the pins. So now here I'm going up against, it looks like Pro 2. See, if you see them on the left side there, those guys are playing the music. This alley, it looks scarier because it's not as wide. And it's definitely harder to read the boards, but definitely an interesting touch. And you can see I got the skull and crossbones ball, which is cool as well. And the pins are also a little different. So, I mean, overall, it's just, again, each game that you play here, whichever one you choose, it's going to give you a different gameplay experience, and that's what's cool. 10-pin alley was about the same no matter which alley you played. Oh, that wasn't good. And I got Captain Hook back there probably laughing at me, saying, ha, I could have made that with my hook. And now here comes Pro 2, the robot. And he throws a split. Mole ears. I've never heard these terms in bowling. I wonder if they just made them up. Excuse me. So we are even in this one right now. My guy can move and not stop chucking the ball up in the air. Let's see where this one goes. Oh, come on. I wonder what Captain Hook does to the loser of this game. He's standing off there. He's got his little sword too. So what does he do? Say, you're walking the plank if you lose? See, there's Captain Hook. You can see him good there. At least I'm calling him Captain Hook. That may not be his name in this one, but that's what I'm calling him. Let's see. It's a different ball that I'm using, so it's a different line, and I get a split. So again, every ball is going to be different. Every lane is going to be different. Kind of the way bowling is. I mean, you could be in the same bowling alley and play field goal, but I get nothing for it. But you can bowl on different lanes in the same alley, and the oil conditions change, so it gives you a different experience every time. This game does the same thing as you move on to the other settings, and we're both actually stinking this game up. So really it depends on, I guess, on who wants to lose this game the worst will be the one that loses. And if you see something that I'm doing that doesn't seem right, say so in the comments. I mean, if you've played this game and you're good at it, let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I'd really like to know. I'd really like to get good in this and actually win a tournament, not lose in the first or second round and throwing splits left and right. That's not what I want to do here. And another field goal. So this is just looking bad. Looking bad all the way across the board. And he got a spare, so now that puts him into the lead, and it's going to make things a little tougher for me now. Oh man, I tried to throw a super heavy ball, super hard ball, and there was no way I could hit that X in time. So I've got the sleeper pin back there I gotta try to get. And hey, spare. For some reason, this is a setting I don't do well on at all, is the pirate ship. I actually did better than I thought I would at the regular bowling alley with the snack bar. Usually I can't win a match here to save my life on the pirate ship. And to be honest with you, I don't even remember how I am on the other ones, just because I haven't played those in a long time either. And line that up and hope I don't miss. Alright, we got it. If you were wondering, this game came out in 2004, so we're talking 16 years ago. This game came out, and I think it's kind of ahead of its time. I mean, graphically, it's not the best, but again, PlayStation 2, 16 years ago, and again, I think just the fact that they put all the different settings, the different alleys, and the different balls and the different characters is really kind of cool. Like I said, I just wish they would give the pros a different name than just, you know, Pro 1, Pro 2, Pro 3, Pro 4, and so on. Oh, what was that? There was like no pin action on that. And my guy fell over, and I probably would have too. So I'm going to go after these two and hope I don't kick a field goal. Okay, I picked up the two that I wanted. And we're going to be getting ready to move into the 8th frame. And unless we get to the point where there's a tie, and then we'll have a tiebreaker. Because right now, again, it's a matter of who wants it the least. Oh, come on. I just want to get a strike on this alley. I can't remember the last time I got a strike on this alley. Of course, I can't even make spares, let alone get a strike. And that may seal the deal for him. Alright, I'm going to try to throw a hard ball here. And hope that I can hit it coming back. I feel like I have nothing to lose at this point. And still no pin action. I didn't go as high as hard as I could have, but still. So now 9th frame, he's going to be sitting at over 100. After that, he's going to have what, like 101, 102. And I'm sitting at 95 with a spare into the 10th frame, so I do have a shot. Excuse me. Battling a little bit of a cold here. So again, I'm going to try to throw this thing as hard as I can. But see, it's so hard to get that X right back, right where you want it to be. So we're going to lose the first round of this one, which means we'll move on to the next one. As Pro 2 takes his 10th frame. And of course, he has to strike to keep the thing going. He couldn't just, like, throw a split, miss it, and end the game. Well, at least this will finally be his last ball. Okay, so I lose 142 to 120 to Pro 2. He got his revenge on me. So we exit out, and now we'll go on to the next alley. And we just pick the tournament, play a game. And it looks like we are on a tropical beach on a dock. And it looks like the dock's going to be the alley. So like I said, it is just really, really cool, different things that they have set up in this game. It's just really, really cool. Now we got the nice little bongos going. That might be the pirate ship we were just bowling on. I get Pro 2 again. I think they like matching me up against him. So as you can see, we're actually bowling over the water. There's kind of a little dock here. That's the bowling alley. So it becomes even harder to really line yourself up. And it looks like I'm using a coconut, actually, as the ball. And there's nothing to stop it, so everything just falls right into the water. Seagull. Okay, at least it's not the robot again. But he opens up with a strike. Go figure. Oh, close. Close, but no cigar. So... keep the pressure on. Like I said, if you can keep pressure on a computer, I don't know. And he's got a double strike. So again, for those of you who are good at this game, that have played it, have gotten good at it, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I know I'm not hitting it right on the bars, but am I not lining up right? That's kind of what I'm kind of wondering. What am I doing wrong here at this point? I kind of like that guy's shirt. Jeez, he's got a turkey going. 3-bagger. Backflip. Whoa. Of course, if I had a turkey going, I think I'd probably be doing a backflip too. But instead, I can't even get one. This is actually sort of looks like a mini little split here. Gotta be careful with. For that reason. I was gonna say, that would have been no fair. Now, in 10-Pin Alley, what would have been cool is they would have, like, ran out and you'd hear, like, either a car crash or something like that. So the game was more, that game was more comical in that sense. This one doesn't, it would be extra load time as well, but this one doesn't have that. But just, man, I'm just not getting anything. At least the pins are going solid for him when he's hitting them. Is there any way I can change the coconut? Because it's just not working for me here. Well, I already know this game is over because he's just... I thought he had a strike there, actually. Doesn't matter. I can't really get anything going here anyway, so let's just throw it at the head pin. Because I just don't know what else to do. I guess I can actually change the percent that it curves too. Though I'm not sure how that would affect the ball. I mean, you still have to throw it right on the meter, and that's not something that I'm doing. All right, so let's see. I tried one of those hard balls, let's see, and a soft hit. So I don't know how you get the heavy hit here, because I just can't. And I got a sleeper here that I gotta try to pick that up, and I can't even do that. So we are in the 6th frame, it looks like. 7th frame. So 3 more frames of doom left. Because he's going to beat me by over 100 pins, I think. He's going over 200. I should end up with over 100, but just not very impressive. Oh, close to making that one, but that sleeper hurts. And he gets a split. A little late for that, as I need a lot more help. Oh, he missed everything. It would have been funny if it was like a gutter ball and it just would have fell off the side into the water, because there are no gutters here. Let's just throw it straight and see what happens. And finally, a spare. So 9th frame. And he gets another split. What they call bedposts. So his 200 game is rapidly slipping away. I thought he was going to be like well over 200 the way he was going, because he had that 3-bagger, the turkey, to start. But I know I still don't stand a chance here. 10th frame. Okay, so if I strike here, I can finish with a 137, which he's already got more than that. So there's no way I'm beating him. Not even close. Dude, that's the sound I want to have my ball make when it hits the pins, but it just isn't. Okay, so I lose this one. Looks like it's 173 to 124. My score is just going down, 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 down. Not very good. Okay, so now we load up and we'll get to the next one. Maybe we will have it. Well, maybe we will have time to get them in here. It's kind of going faster than I thought it would. Now that we're out of that first one. So our next one. How about in the desert, in the sand? As we load it up, we will see where we are. And again, it's going to be a different kind of alley, so a different surface. It's going to change the way you bowl again. Right under the Sphinx. How cool is that? With the Egyptian music going. Pro 2 again. I don't know how many Pro 2s there are in this game. I like the alley. The design of it. There's no arrows, so you really can't use that. But I like the design of this. I like the music. I like the background, the fact that you're like throwing the ball right into the Sphinx. And I almost got a strike. With the pyramid in the background. Just really cool. So Pro 2, oh, it's a female character. And I don't know how that wasn't a strike. As she falls on her butt. But that was almost a strike. Yes, strike. Finally, a strike on one that's not the regular alley. And she gets a split. Which will put me into the lead here. I'm really grooving to this music. I don't know about you guys, but I probably groove too much because I just threw a bad ball there. A really bad ball. Let's see if I can make this. Not like that. So just like that, I let her back into the game. And now she's back with the spare. Okay, so let's see what I can do here. Time to stop grooving to the music and start bowling. What do you think? But then oh man, what is that? So I did the best I could there, getting 2 of the 3. And as long as she doesn't mess up, working on that spare, and if she can keep working on spares, she'll have this one. Oh, come on, I got robbed. That pin's rocking. How did that not go down? Come on. Throw me a bone. Well, I get the spare again to try to keep the pressure on the computer. Again, if you can put pressure on a computer. A bucket. There's some terms that they're using here that I haven't heard used in bowling before, and I used to bowl a lot back in my heyday, and she just gave me an opportunity with an open frame. I actually wouldn't mind getting a second match, a second game out in this. Oh, that's ugly. That was ugly. So I can't even take advantage of her open frame because I threw a split of my own. Oh, I made it! Yeah! Show a replay of that. Come on. Yes. Woo! Those are like the hardest to make. And then she comes back with a strike trying to outdo me. Really? Truly? Seriously? And she's waving to no one in particular, unless she was like waving to the Sphinx. I don't know. Sphinx can't really wave back. Huh! Strike. Anima's got his game face on now. We're done losing and losing bad. Ha 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 ha! Gives me a chance here. Gives me a chance to open it up a bit. Yes! Two-bagger! Or double. And now it's time to pour it on. I think I found my new favorite alley. Let's see if I can get a turkey going. Gobble, gobble. Oh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. I was way too late on the button coming back. Messed that one up big time. And probably just let her back into this thing. Oh, another one made! Can you show that replay? No. They won't show that replay, but hey. I'll take it. It keeps me in control of this game. Or this match. And she's just stinking it up. Worse than a stinky sock. She really is. Alright, so here we go. 10th frame. And good pin action. Just couldn't get the strike. And okay. That should have been enough to seal the deal here. A strike would be nice to really finish it off, but really just about any count. Oh yeah! What I thought was going to be a bad ball turned into a strike. Woo! So she technically, I think, needs to strike out to even have a chance. And she didn't do that. So that's going to give the game to me, and I will move on to round 2. So let's see what the damage was. For me, 178 to 142. That's my best game this episode. The first game I won, I only had 153, I believe. So now we move on to round 2. And now I'm up against Pro 3. Oh, not a way to start. Alien. So, we're seeing all the characters that you can go up against here now. So you get an idea of who the CPUs can be. Also, who you can unlock. You can unlock these characters and bowl as them. I don't remember what it takes to unlock them. If you have to win in tournament mode, or what it takes. If you know, put it down in the comments below. I would be appreciated. I'd like to know how to unlock these guys again. Strike! That's what I need to do more of. The game is called Strike Force Bowling, and I haven't done a whole lot of that here in this episode. And then she matches. Ha! Double! So now she has to try to top that, or at least match it. And cannot. That one crossed over way too much, so that one wasn't going to happen. But as long as I can keep sparing, keep marking, maybe I can make it to round 3. So she picks up the spare, trying to keep the pressure on me here. And I think that's a sleeper. Well, no, not really. This shouldn't be too hard to pick up unless I just don't throw the ball right. Let's see. Nope. Didn't throw it right. I don't know where I was throwing there. And I gave her a chance to just walk right back in on this one. Though doing this, I know I found a new game that I'm going to play, and it's something that I can definitely play with my kids. In fact, my daughter's down here with me watching right now, so every now and then you can probably hear us high-fiving when I strike or make the splits. But this is something that I would definitely have them play with me too. I think it would be fun. You can have more than 2 players. I think you could probably have, up to 4 go. I'd have to take a quick look at the box again to see. But I think you can have more than 2 players. Man, why is that thing going so slow? And I'm just missing everything. Yep, 1 to 4 players. So I mean, this is one that you could have the whole family play and just come down and do a bowl off. Family member against family member, or you could get into the tournament mode. There's skins mode. There's like a golf mode, which I don't know if I understand that one really, but there is a golf mode on here. So there's other things to explore in this game as well. Obviously, I can't explore everything. It would have to be a multi-part video. If that's what you want, though, let me know in the comments. I can do one where we go over the skins and the golf and all of that, just to kind of let you see what else there is in the game, to see if this might be a game that you want, because like I said, it's a very different game, especially from the other bowling games that are out there. Strike! I'm not sure if it's a little late though, going into the 8th frame for her. I'm in my 8th frame. I did my 8th frame. I think this one's going to be close. Strike 2, bagger. So now she's got to try to match here. And she gets the 1 strike as now we go into the 10th frame. This is where it can all be won or lost. 10th frame. And I think if I can make this spare, I have a chance of moving on to maybe round 3. But I missed it. No! Now she has the chance. Then again, she may have been in the lead all along. I can't really tell. I'm going to have to wait and see here when the final score comes up here, because I lost 192 to 167, so I wasn't even close that time. And I finished in 13th place in that tournament. So not good. So, let's see. I think we have maybe a little more time. Let me see how many more there are. We got 2 more, 3 more to do, actually. I didn't 4 more. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to stop the video here. And I'll do an addendum video to do the other 4, just because we have gone over well over an hour. If you do want to see the addendum video where I showcase the other 4 locations, put it in the comments below. I'd love to do it for you, but if you don't want to see it, just let me know. Let me know either way. But that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Video Rewind Gamer. Again, please like, subscribe, and spread the word. Until next time, bye-bye.